The Maybe I Was Boring EP consists of 4 songs that Wilbur made for the Your City Gave Me Asthma album but never released because in his opinion they weren't good enough. Today, we're gonna look into the songs and find out the real meaning of Maybe I Was Boring. If you like this video, make sure to watch my other video where I covered the meaning of the Your City Gave Me Asthma album. The title track is about a girl who is in a one-sided relationship. She's with someone who's not her type but doesn't break up with him, hoping that he doesn't love her so much that he will want to spend the rest of his life with her. In the beginning, she thought there was an interesting, mysterious side of him that he wasn't showing, but soon found that not to be true, and he started becoming boring in her eyes.
He never had cool stories, he doesn't make your heart beat. You used to love his mystery, but now he's just exhausting.
She's scared that he thinks she's the one and doesn't want to break up with him so much that she would rather spend the rest of her life rotting away with him.
And she thought, what if he thinks I'm the one, and I'll be forced to rot away with him and his obsessions with trivial things.
He doesn't excite her anymore, and she doesn't have any feelings for him anymore. She feels trapped with him, and she's sinking more and more into this relationship, trying to catch a breath.
And when you hold his hands,
it doesn't feel like flying.
And when you take his breath away,
he might as well be dying.
And you're dying to breathe, you're trapped in his cage, and it's shrinking.
She's silently screaming for help, but is scared that her boyfriend won't notice how unhappy she feels in the relationship.
What if he just never leaves? What if he doesn't get the message, and he doesn't hear my pleas?
The girl is saying that she would rather die than be with him, while also insisting that the guy is so boring he could bore her to death.
Why can't he just bore me to death? Why can't he just bore me to death?
The song is about Wilbur suffering from a heartbreak. He doesn't regret the relationship, but is instead happy and thankful that it ever happened. The lyrics insist that Wilbur hasn't gotten over his partner while she has already moved on.
We all move on. Some faster than others.
Wilbur doesn't regret this relationship because his partner made him the person he is today, and he's thankful for that. He states that he isn't happy with the breakup and wishes it wouldn't be over.
But I can't say that I wasted my time, 'cause I'm built by you. And I can't say that it is over, 'cause that wouldn't be true. So thank you. Oh, thank you.
In the second verse, he talks about a certain memory in their relationship. They were both crying, but had never felt so happy, probably because they had each other.
We both remember that day in the summer, you sat on me, and we cried, oh, how we cried. In that moment, I've never been so happy.
Wilbur misses what they had and can't stop thinking about what could have been.
But I can't say that I won't miss you.
White Wine in a Wetherspoons talks about the drinking culture and life in London, particularly those who visit the well-known pub Wetherspoons. The first verse talks about a person, possibly Wilbur, entering a Wetherspoons pub, which the person entering visits very often.
Bouncer greets us at the door. He can tell we've been here before, so he lets us pass. And we climb up 15 flights of stairs and find that spot in the corner, just over there.
In this song, Wilbur again mentions his disliking for London and the regret of ever living there, just like in the Your City Gave Me Asthma album.
London's bursting at the seams, it's not quite the place I hoped I'd be.
In the chorus, Wilbur creates a contrast between what London is presented to be and what it actually is. He puts two things in a line that don't really match with each other, showing that London isn't at all what it's presented to be.
It's white wine in Wetherspoons. It's fine dining, cheap perfume. It's country walks down the motorway.
In the third verse, Wilbur talks about the smog and light pollution, which makes it so the moon isn't even visible in London. Since there's no natural light, that makes lampposts and artificial light sources much more needed.
It's the lampposts who guide our paths, 'cause the moon can't get in, and the clouds hang heavy, blocking out his pursuit.
The fourth verse talks about a fight breaking out in the pub and police arriving.
Breaking bottles and starting fights, but the evening has other plans. Runs, they pull up for 2 more vans.
The final song of the EP talks about a college relationship gone south due to their differing views on how to handle life and money. Since he joined university, he has lost the will to carry on. He lost everything and doesn't want to keep going anymore.
I lost the passion that comes with living. Since I started university,
He says that he always thought he will live a different, interesting life, but fell into routine and thinks of his life as repetitive and boring.
I took a geography course to learn the date lines and maybe use a sextant, but now I just press facsimiles.
Wilbur's partner just wants to be lazy all day, but Wilbur realizes that he has to go and make money so he can pay rent. He feels that he's gonna live a regular life. He will get married, have kids, and grow old. He isn't happy with the fact, but doesn't think that he has much of a choice anymore. Realizing that, he knows he needs a stable job.
'Cause if you wanna watch TV and sleep all day and lay in bed, but you're forgetting that I've got to go to work and eat my food and pay my rent and reproduce and feed those kids and maybe use a sextant.
In the pre-chorus, Wilbur states that he doesn't miss his partner. Instead, he misses the relationship and what they had.
I don't miss you, I miss the thought of what we were.
In the chorus, Wilbur possibly talks about how he will stick onto his partner like a disease. He's not happy with the relationship, but it's something.
You'll never get rid of me, oh, I'm like a fucking disease. I'll make a home in your gut, 'cause it's somewhere warm to sleep.
Third verse talks about someone growing up as a person. Naive love is something that an immature person may feel, but not feeling naive love ever again means that the person is growing up. A sad meaning to the line is added by insisting that the person won't feel young again.
What was your thought when you realized you'll never feel naive love again?
Third verse also talks about someone who was in love but now doesn't feel anything anymore. These lines are very similar to the thought in the first track of the EP.
The shyness waiting for his phone calls replaced by apathy in dating apps. You held his hands and felt like flying. Now he's just another man.
The fourth verse insists that his partner wanted more of an intimate relationship, a one-time thing, but Wilbur wants to spend his life with the person and have a family.
You'd rather he was inside than beside you, but he's talking marriage and a future.
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and remember to leave your personal thoughts in the comment section down below. This is not 100% true. Some of it is what other people think the lines mean, and some of it is my own interpretation. So this is not 100% true. Also, don't forget to watch my other video, The Meaning of Your City Gave Me Asthma. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!